population of about 2.4 million, endowed with so much wealth. If the economy is not performing, it means the intelligentsia of the country has failed and has failed miserably. We all must admit to this collective failure.
This is the president of Botswana speaking to the people of his country, telling them, more especially the ministers and the other people who are working in the public sector, that if the economy of Botswana is not developing, it is because of them. It means they are failing the country. He was speaking to remind the people that Botswana, it is the with 2.4 million people, but it's not developing. There's nothing that is happening in the country. It's a country very rich in minerals. They've got diamond, gold, every mineral they have it. But why is the country not developing? So the president was reminding the people that the people who are failing the country are the ministers, the government itself, everybody else working in Botswana in the public sector or even in the private sector. If you are not helping Botswana to develop, it means you're failing and you must work hard. So he is now reminding the people that himself is prepared to transform the economy, to transform the country of Botswana. He's going to do everything like Ibrahim Traore. He is now a soldier. We already know that every president in Africa is the chief of the military, is the chief of the police. So it means as a president, you must also work very hard as a soldier in order to bring good life for the people, in order to end the problems of the people. You are not there just only to be comfortable in your always modern attire, Western attire, whereby you look so very smart in your suits, but forgetting about the people, not doing anything else for the people. So he's reminding the people of Botswana that they have got the children to make sure that they work very hard to bring better life for the people of Botswana, to make people of Botswana get better life. And he is talking seriously like this because he knows that the population of Botswana is very small. It can develop, considering that the country is very rich in minerals. The country is prosperous already, but it's very sad in Africa that even if a country like Botswana is failing to get rich, because there are people who are failing the countries in Africa because of corruption, because of a lot of things. Botswana is there to become an example of how prosperity in Africa can be like. And this president is a very young man. When you look at him, there's potential in him. And when he speaks intelligent things. I know that he is always serious about it. That's why people, in fact, in Botswana voted for him, because they know that there is something in him. This young man of Botswana, the president of Botswana, there's something in him. You know, he can deliver tremendously for the economy of Botswana, and the people in Botswana can begin to feel better, to enjoy living in Botswana, because they have got the leader who is everything to make sure that Botswana becomes prosperous. You know, he's there. Look at him. He is so very prepared to do things that many people will be surprised with, because he wants to change Botswana. He promises to transform Botswana within 3 years. Right? But in Africa, because of the politics, because of a number of things that we are doing in Africa, we're failing to develop. But with the current leadership of young people in Africa right now, with the effect of Ibrahim Traore, I believe that Africa stands to develop, stands to change, stands to become prosperous, because Ibrahim Traore is doing everything to make sure that his leadership is impacting the whole continent of Africa. He is leading by example. He's showing people that we must work hard. We must change the Africa. We must develop the continent. We have to do that by any means. We have been doing everything in Africa to think like Africa not develop, but this is the time now to show the world that Africa has got everything it takes for it to develop. This president of Burkina Faso is showing by example, telling Africa we can develop. And now this is the president of Botswana. He's doing likewise now. He's speaking so intelligently. Actually, these people are different, because President of Burkina Faso came into power through military takeover, and Botswana's president came into power through the democratic election. He was elected as a leader. So he has got the will of the people. He can do everything he wants. And actually, if he's doing things in order to help the people, there's no harm to do what Abraham Traore is doing. Everything must be done according to the order from the president, demanding results, demanding people to work hard and to make sure that everything that they have got put in mind, to use as the development for the people of Botswana, it must be carried out without any hindrances. He was complaining about this officialdom in Africa, whereby there are stages of a certain thing to pass before it becomes a development. This is causing Africa not to develop, because these stages are not necessary, because they're just stopping the development. If I want to start building a school, it must go through different departments, different steps, and this is causing Africa to begin to continue lagging behind in terms of development. So President Burkina Faso, he wants to bring change. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Hank Barnett. Bye-bye.